What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. So, I got done watching Lion King this past weekend, and man, I thought it was pretty good. I liked it more than the first one that they came out with. I think that was back in 2019 they came out with it. And I thought that this one was actually shot pretty well. I thought that the characters in this one, the new characters in this one, they were done better in my opinion. I did enjoy the fact that we had more so like a flashback, and we're getting to see a young Mufasa and where he came from and his upbringing and so on and so forth. I did enjoy Timon and Pumbaa a little bit more this time around. I just have an unfortunate bias for the animated version that came back in '94, and it just the imagery and different things that you can do with animation and how you can make it look. Unfortunately, it doesn't translate well to live action, which we see with a lot of stuff, and it just sometimes songs become flat. The imagery definitely is more flat, and it just doesn't stick the landing at times. But let's see who was the cast of this. So Beyonce's daughter, Blue Ivy, she was Kiara. Okay. Aaron Pierre was Mufasa. All right. I thought he did a good job voice acting. I thought it was pretty spot on. Not obviously like Earl's, but he was pretty good. Pretty good. Oh, Mads. Mads was Kuros. I like him as an actor. I want to say the villain, Kuros, they went the route of the lions were bigger and stronger and faster and all this and that. And at times I didn't see it. Like, obviously when you stacked up with a more young Mufasa and stuff like that, obviously he's a full grown lion versus this is still, he's still coming into his, size and everything like that. Yeah. I wonder why. And I know that everybody gonna say like, oh well, it's Disney, this and that, censorship and things like that. But they don't really go into moments where, like the lions, at least like Mufasa and them, the people on our side, the good side, is killing. We don't see enough of like lions actually being lions. They eat. They eat meat. They kill other animals. You know what I'm saying? So, I just always thought it was weird because like even within all of the animated movies and stuff like that, it's typically like shown like the hyenas, or it's typically shown like the bad villainous lions type stuff that's always eating. But I always thought it was like kind of like weird. Like, why y'all not never show us them doing something that a regular lion would do? This is something normal. Beyonce's Nala, Donald Glover as Simba. Okay, John Caney as Rafiki. I loved him in Black Panther. I loved him in Black Panther. I thought they did a pretty good job with the storyline in that one. But him dying, that was kind of crazy. Anyway, so showing the flashback of Mufasa starting out when he was younger, and then you had the whole dam situation. I thought that was kind of how can I say? It wasn't horrible. Certain things about it just didn't make any sense. I guess like where the hell are the crocodiles at? First and foremost. And I get it. I get it. This is a story. We have to, the main character's story can't die right away. But, the crocodiles just conveniently show up, what I'm saying, at the last minute. All this time he was floating. You know what I mean? Like all this time he floating because the entire thing was centered around a young Scar, just strolling, going up to the water, and he sees, Mufasa hanging on to like what, a tree branch or something like that, and pretty much he getting ready to die. And it was funny how he went about like I got like a secret to tell you or something like that, but I don't know if I should tell you. And playing along, and then he finally decided to tell him like, "Hey, you about to die," and then he's going up to the edge. I thought that was actually pretty funny, and the whole like his brother thing, and um, I forget what his father name, Obese or something like that. His father, acting like an actual lion, because I guess in the actual wild, like the male lion, the leader of the pack, he'll kill the male cubs, so on and so forth. So that's like an actual thing that happens. And they decided to do a race between Mufasa and Scar. And whoever gets back first, it'll determine the fate. So, like, if Mufasa loses, he'll die. If Mufasa wins, he'll be allowed to stay within the pride, but raised by the mother. And I thought that was actually that was a little fun little moment. I could see like a lot of children and stuff like that enjoying that moment. And um, then you have the whole song with my brother. My brother, I think that's the title of it. That Scar sang, and I thought that was pretty touching. The whole beginning or first two acts of the film, Scar's just really, really happy to have a brother, but different attributes because his father decided to keep Scar with him because he's going to be the next king. And he decided to put Mufasa with the women, thinking, that it's actually harming or hurting Mufasa in terms of like his growth and development, but it's actually making him more of a beast. And we see that by the time that they're pretty much, young adults, at that time, Mufasa is pretty much a natural born killer, whereas Scar is a coward, can't fight, lazy. um, so I thought that was actually like pretty interesting. I enjoyed that route that they went with it. It made Mufasa bag even bigger because unlike just a regular like lazy ass lion, he's actually cunning. He's hunting. He can actually pick up scent, smell, all that type of stuff. And I thought that was actually very critical for him as a character. Overall, the movie I thought was actually a pretty good movie. I'll give it like a B plus rating, so I'll probably give it like an 8 out of 10. Like I said, I enjoyed it a lot more than the one that came out in 2019. I did enjoy how we see like little glimpses of Scar like turning into the Scar that we know, the slime ball. And I thought it was pretty crazy how Sarabi is pretty much the thing that pushed it over the edge. You see what I'm saying? Like, especially all of those times that Mufasa actually tried to help. Because Mufasa, and we found out that he was actually lying and suppressing his actual feelings, but he was looking out for his brother. His brother confessed his love for Sarabi, and he was trying to look out for Scar. And he was downplaying certain things, completely lying about other things that would have easily threw Sarabi into his arms, but to try to give his brother the leg up. But his brother just wasn't cutting it. He wasn't cunning. He wasn't smart. He didn't stand out. He literally, at some points, just got in the way. And I thought that was kind of like, it's just a lack of accountability. And there's no accountability for his character. And that, in turn, made his death, that much more like, yeah, it's deserved. You deserved all of that because at the end of the day, your brother clearly is trying to look out for you, but you're bringing nothing to the table. You're not even helping yourself. Running away, he's getting beat up left and right, and then you decide to help out the enemy. Kiros and them is coming after Mufasa and Scar because Mufasa killed his son. His son was trying to kill Scar's mother. He ended up saving her life and he killed him. And I just thought that was pretty crazy that, like, after getting his heart broken, which, she clearly didn't even have no intentions of getting with you in the first place. But after getting his heart broken, quote unquote, you decide to switch up on him and show them exactly where y'all at, bring him to Malele, and which is where, Pride Rock and everything is at. And I just thought that was some slime ball stuff. But I was happy that in the end, because it clearly stuck with the fact that Mufasa just wasn't ready. Curious was just too much for him, and he wasn't going to be able to ever win that fight. I was just happy to see that Scar eventually helped, so that way we get the Mufasa that we got, so on and so forth. In the end, Scar, he took on the mantle, because I think his name was Taka or something like that, however they pronounce his name in the movie. And he eventually, dons the name of Scar for everything that he's done, and so on and so forth. And I thought it was pretty fitting that Kyros is the one that actually gave him the scar across his eye. Overall, like I said, I think the movie was pretty good, 8 out of 10. But what did you think about it? Was this your favorite? How did you feel about everyone's performance with the voice acting, with animation? What did you think about the storyline? Do you think there was ways that they could have improved in the storyline? Go ahead and jump in the comment section below. Like, comment, and subscribe, and thank you.